Ever wonder how to find guidance in our daily struggles? It's a question we all grapple with, isn't it? Life, with all its ups and downs, can often feel like a maze, and we're left scratching our heads, seeking for a compass, a beacon to guide us. Well, what if I told you that such a compass exists, a source of wisdom that's been around for centuries, guiding countless individuals through the winding paths of life? Yes, I'm talking about the Bible, an extraordinary anthology that's more than just a religious text. It's a treasure trove of life lessons, wisdom, and encouragement that can light our way in the darkest of times. And today we're going to explore some of these uplifting verses together. Our journey begins with a powerful verse from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Isn't that profound? These lines are a potent reminder of the importance of faith. They urge us to trust in a higher power, to surrender our doubts and fears, and to believe that we're being guided even when we can't see the path ahead clearly. In the face of life's challenges, it's easy to rely solely on our own understanding, to try and solve problems using our limited perspective. But this verse encourages us to step back, to lean not on our own understanding, but to trust in the Lord with all our hearts. And what happens when we do that? The verse promises us that our paths will be made straight. The confusion, the uncertainty, the fear, they all start to fade away, replaced by a sense of direction, a clarity that comes from trusting in something greater than ourselves. So, as we navigate the labyrinth of life, let's remember this verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Let us trust in the Lord and not rely solely on our understanding, feeling weary and burdened. Remember Matthew 11:28, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Life can be a whirlwind, can't it? We all have those days, weeks, or even months where it feels like we're caught in the eye of the storm. We're juggling work, family, friends, and a million other responsibilities. These moments can leave us feeling utterly worn out and overwhelmed. But take heart. The Bible offers us solace in these trying times. Matthew 11:28 speaks directly to those moments of exhaustion and stress. It's as though Jesus himself is reaching out a hand saying, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. It's a powerful, comforting promise. So what does this mean for us in practical terms? Well, when life becomes a whirlwind, we're invited to turn to God. This verse encourages us to lay down our burdens and seek solace in his presence. It's a gentle reminder that we're not meant to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. God offers us ultimate rest and peace. He doesn't promise that life will be devoid of challenges, but he gives us a place of respite amid them. This verse is an invitation for us to step into that place of rest. It's a call to pause, to breathe, to let go of our worries and rest in his presence. It's not about escaping our responsibilities or ignoring life's problems. Rather, it's about finding strength and renewal in God's presence, so we can face our challenges with renewed vigor. It's about letting God carry our burdens, so we're not weighed down by them. So the next time you're feeling weary or burdened, remember Matthew 11:28. Seek God's presence, lay your worries at his feet, let him refresh and renew your spirit. Remember, you're not alone in your struggles. God is there, ready to give you rest. Find rest in him when you feel weary and burdened. Feeling fearful, remember Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Fear is a common emotion that we all experience at different times in our lives. It can come in many forms: the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, or even the fear of change. But in the midst of these fearful moments, it's important to remember that we're not alone. Let's delve a bit deeper into this verse from Isaiah. It's a powerful reminder that God is always with us. The verse begins with a comforting command, so do not fear. It's not a casual suggestion, but a firm directive. It's God's way of saying, trust me, I've got this. Next, God assures us of his presence, for I am with you. It's a comforting thought, isn't it, to know that wherever we are, whatever we're going through, God is right there with us. His presence is constant, unchanging, and never fading. God continues with another reassuring command, do not be dismayed. This means don't lose hope or be discouraged, for he is our God. He's the one who created us, who knows us better than anyone else, and who loves us beyond measure. The next part of the verse is a promise. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Here, God is promising to give us the strength we need to overcome our fears. He's assuring us of his help, his support, and his protection. In essence, this verse from Isaiah is God's personal message to each one of us. It's a message of hope, strength, and courage. It's a message that assures us that even in our most fearful moments, we can find courage and strength in the knowledge that God is with us. So, in times of fear, remember, God is with you. You are not alone. You are stronger than you think, and with God by your side, you can overcome anything. Scene script. Feeling hopeless? Remember Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse is a beacon of hope, a wellspring of comfort in the midst of despair. It's a divine reassurance that even when the future seems bleak, even when it feels as if we're walking blindfolded through a labyrinth of uncertainty, we're not lost. God has a plan for us. A plan not just to get us through the dark times, but to bring us out into the light, thriving and hopeful. How beautifully reassuring it is to know that the Creator of the universe has a plan for each of us, a plan that's not meant to harm us, but to prosper us. It's like a divine blueprint, meticulously designed with our best interests at heart. It's a reminder that God's intention is never to harm us, but rather to provide us with a hopeful and prosperous future. But what does it mean to be prosperous? In the context of this verse, prosperity is not merely about wealth or success in the worldly sense. It's about spiritual growth, emotional well-being, and the richness of a fulfilling life. It's about flourishing in the face of adversity, growing stronger from the trials, and blossoming into the person God wants us to be. When we feel hopeless, when the world around us seems to crumble, we must remember this verse. We must remember that God's plans are always for our good, that he works in ways we cannot see, in a timeline we may not understand, but his intentions are always pure, always beneficial. So, keep this verse close to your heart. Let it be your guiding light in the darkest of times, your beacon of hope when despair threatens to engulf you. Remember, God has a plan for you, a plan to give you a future filled with hope. In times of hopelessness, remember God's plans for you. These verses serve as reminders of God's love and guidance in our daily lives. Each verse we've delved into today holds a profound truth about our daily struggles and triumphs. The first verse, a beacon of hope, reminds us of God's promise to never leave us nor forsake us. This reassurance is a comfort in times of loneliness, discouragement, or when we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges. The second verse, a call to trust, urges us to lean not on our own understanding, but to trust in God's wisdom. This verse is particularly relevant when faced with difficult decisions or when our plans don't go as expected. It's a reminder that God's plan for us is far superior to our own. Our third verse, a testament to God's unwavering love, assures us that nothing in life or death or any circumstances can separate us from the love of God. Isn't it comforting to know that no matter what we face, God's love for us remains steadfast? The fourth verse, a call to courage, reminds us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline. This verse is especially important when we feel afraid or anxious. It's a reminder that with God on our side, we can face any situation with courage. In essence, these verses are not just words, but a compass guiding us through the maze of life. They're a reminder that God is with us, He loves us, and He is ready to guide us through every trial and tribulation. The wisdom of the Bible is an invaluable resource in navigating life's ups and downs. So let's not forget these verses. Let's keep them in our hearts, meditate on them, and allow them to guide our thoughts, words, and actions. Remember, in every situation, turn to the Bible. It has the guidance you need for your daily life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through these powerful verses. You never know who might be in need of hearing these verses, who might find solace in God's words, or who might find their path illuminated by His wisdom. We're not just delivering verses, we're sharing hope, trust, love, and courage. Feel free to revisit this video whenever you need a reminder of God's love and guidance. Bookmark it, save it, make it your go-to resource when you need a spiritual uplift. Thank you for watching. Remember, you're never alone in your struggles. God is there, ready to guide you. Stay blessed. Stay and let's continue this journey of faith together.